Welcome. Let's talk about just three topics today. One is Rajnath Singh ji has successfully, efficiently divided Nehru and Patel. We have seen many dividers on highways. I have seen many dividers on highways. But I found there are many companies who construct dividers on highways. I think that Bharatiya Janata Party is more efficient divider than those people who construct dividers on highways, because these people divided many things efficiently. Hindu, Muslim they divided, South, North they divided, Hindi, English they divided, Tagore and Chatterjee they divided, Gandhi and Bose they divided. Now they divided Nehru and Patel. Of course, this division is there earlier also. Nationalism and secularism they divided. Okay. Colonial and Bharati they divided. So Dravidian and Aryan. So there are many divisions. That's why they said BJP is very good in dividing, better than those people who divide the highways. Actually. Okay, let's talk about this comment made by Rajnath Singh ji about the division between Nehru and Patel and what exactly he means to say on December 2, 2025 during Sardar Sabha event in Vadodara, Gujarat, as part of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's 150th birthday anniversary celebrations. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh made a controversial statement, and he said, speaking on Patel's true secularism, Patel's true secularism. Actual secularists are not true secularists. Whoever, they say that first they don't want secularism. BJP, they don't want secularism. They are nationalists, okay. Their approach is nationalists. TK, you are nationalists. You talk on those people who support nationalism. No, they say that we are nationalists, but these people are not secularists. We will give the list who are secularists. They are the secularists. That is actually BJP approach. They say we are not nationalists. We are not secularists. We are nationalists. But Rahul Gandhi also not secularist. That secularist list also I will give. You should not give. I will give that list. That is BJP approach. So he said that they talked about true secularism, opposition to appeasement politics. He said, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru wanted to build the Babri Maszid using public funds. If anyone opposed this proposal, it was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel opposed using public funds for building Babri Maszid. That is actually Rajnath Singh made a comment. He did not allow the Babri Maszid to be built using public funds. Singh contrasted this with Patel's heading the Somnath temple construction, noting that it was funded entirely through public donations without government money. He also alleged that Nehru suggested redirecting public donations collected for Patel's memorial toward building wells, roads and villages, portraying Nehru as dismissive of Patel's legacy. That is the serious allegation made by him. Okay. So if Nehru had constructed Babri Maszid with public money, it should have been in the record. It should have been in the record. Sorry, it would have been in the record. Okay, excuse me because I am not good in English. Okay. If Nehru had constructed with Babri Maszid, it would have been in the records. Because it is not constructed, they make a wild allegation that he tried to construct, we stopped. There is no evidence for that. If he had constructed, there would have been evidence. Because Nehru did not use public money for building Babri Maszid, simply we can make a allegation that he tried to do that, I stopped. That's simple allegation. That is easy to make an allegation. Okay. Somebody switched on Then we can release that who switched on this. So and so person switched on. So there is an evidence that because it is switched on. If I wildly make a comment that he tried to switch on but I stopped it, how to prove that? It did not. They did not switch off. He tried to switch off. I stopped it. There is no evidence. That is just in the air. These kind of allegations without proof and evidence. Rajnath Singh should show the evidence that on record that Nehruji has given a statement or a notice or a GO that we use public money for building the Babri Maszid. Can he show the evidence? I don't think so. He can show that evidence. Okay. He simply made it. That's what I said. They are very good in dividing topics because they are nationalists. Secularists' names also they only will give. We should not decide secularists. They only will give the list. We have to follow their list. That's it. Okay. Historical fabrication is not correct. Historical fabrication and political gain is not correct. Singh's claim lack credible evidence. I think Nehru's archived letters, speeches show no proposal for building Babri Maszid using government money. Because he wrote so many letters, Nehruji, GOs, letters, communication. Nowhere it shows that. He tried to he ordered to use the money, public money for building the Babri Maszid. No evidence. Moreover, he de-escalated 1949 Ayodhya dispute by removing idols placed inside the mosque to prevent riots actually. In Ayodhya, inside the mosque, some idols were there. So he removed those idols because he wants to de-escalate conflict between Muslims and Hindus. See, fundamentally, these are all they are freedom fighters. The freedom fighters, they want to go with everyone because they want to fight with the Britishers. That unity is most important. For that, they want to unite Muslims, Christians, Hindu, Jain, Parsi, SC, ST, BC. Then they have to unite everybody and fight with the enemy. That's the fundamental idea of this Indian National Congress, not the Congress Party. Indian National Congress freedom fighters, okay. Their idea is simple that they want to unite everybody. So they want to de-escalate the conflict between Hindu and Muslim, and then they went along with every religion unitedly. That's a fundamental policy. Even now, Congress is following the same thing. That all the not only Congress, all the secular party, like India bloc parties, they are following the same idea that let us not divide Hindu, Muslim, Christian, and all. Let us go unitedly for the benefit of this state. From that time onwards, Hindu Mahasabha, they only focused on one specific religion and the ideology, and now also they're following the same ideology. That's a simple difference. Okay, that's what I have found it. But there's no point in dividing. See, undermining Nehru Patel unity. They both are unitedly build the nation. Nehru and Patel, they unitedly they build the nation. Then why should we divide them now? Why Rajnath Singh ji take such a great responsibility to divide these two people now? Singh wrote a document, cordial relationship between the two leaders, right? They collaborated for India's independence. They both fought for Indian independence. There may be opinion differences. Even now, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi will have opinion differences. Even Priyanka Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi will have opinion difference. That doesn't mean that they're enemies. They will share the opinion difference. Might be there may be opinion differences between Nehruji and Patelji. Now we should not divide. Later we should not divide that Rahul Gandhi went opposite to Sonia Gandhi, so both are different. We cannot divide because opinion differences are different. But anyway, ultimately these are all political polarization politics. Polarization politics, they have fundamental right. BJP has fundamental right to polarize whatever they do and polarize the votes. So they are doing it. The India bloc failing to do that. So they're winning. If we keep the vote chori and all allegations aside, and let's assume that genuinely they're winning because of these strategies. That's what I understand. Okay, so let us not undermine the unity of Rajnath Singh ji. Let us not undermine or defame the unity of Nehru ji and Patel ji. They both are together. One is PM and another is a deputy PM. Okay, they together build the nation. Then why should we divide now? Hypocrisy and secularism and public funds. Now you are talking about Nehruji tried to use public funds for Babri Maszid, but Patelji stopped it. But now what you are doing now with public funds, how many religious institutions he built? With public fund, how many religious events you organized? Right? This is a secular nation, right? So that's something called hypocrisy that I find. Distraction from defense ministry failures. Defense ministry could not be able to answer few issues like China's border encroachments, Agnipit scheme backlash, delayed Rafale deliveries. These are all opposition, not dredge up 75-year-old history. Okay, these are all the opposition raised few points about China's border encroachments. Recently, Arunachal Pradesh woman was stopped at in China airport. Arunachal Pradesh woman, she was stopped at China airport. Why they stopped? Rajnath Singh ji, did he speak to Chinese people? Did he threaten Chinese people? Why did you stop our Indian woman at the airport? And how dare you claim that Arunachal Pradesh is part of China? Okay, that we need to. Recently, Nepal, they printed 100 rupee note and 100 rupee note. 3 villages of our Indian border, they printed in their map, Nepal map. So instead of all these things, why should we divide now on Nehru and Patel now? Right? So democratic, let us not erode the democratic discourse. Like let us not. Recently, someone said that fake news. I think Nishikant Dubey, he raised this point that we should not encourage fake news, and he raised in the parliament fake news. They said we want to define fake news. Fake news is that's what I said. There's a difference between opinion and fake news. Opinion can be, anybody can opine, but fake news is something that talking something in history which doesn't have. If you talk about future, fiction, that is opinion. If you talk about something past without evidence, that is actually fake news. Okay, like yesterday I said that it rained yesterday. If I tell that heavily rained yesterday, but actually it did not rain, it is a fake news. If I say it may rain tomorrow, I think it looks like that it may rain. So it is actual opinion. Now Rajnath Singh ji is talking about the past without evidence. I think you should show the evidence, then otherwise it is a fake news. Then they only raising this point in the parliament that the fake news need to be stopped. Right? So personal legacy over National Congress. See the progress of India, progress of nation. That's a different subject. That's a different subject. That's what something that when we don't have anything to talk about national progress, we don't have anything to focus on the development, we don't have anything to talk about the greatness of the activities and schemes that we have done as the rulers, then we focus on this just for diversion politics. Many leaders will focus on kind of things like this. I think so. Okay. So, but I don't agree with Rajnath Singh, who said, who released Nehruji that he tried to use funds and Babri Maszid. Because even I don't know that, I'm not there. Sorry, I was not there then. Okay, I was not there when Nehru and Patel was discussing on this. If I was not there, so my only credible source to talk on this is the documentary evidence. The Rajnath Singh ji should release the documentary evidence to the people of India that Nehru ji tried to use public fund for construction of the Babri Masjid. Otherwise, it is a fake news. That is according to their own leader Nishkant Dubey, who raised this point in the parliament. That's what I want to say. Thank you, News.